Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Meim. I'm your creative director for Life by Design Peak Performance Magazine. And because we are honoring our mompreneurs and we're doing interviews with our top 4 finalists, and we have here with us Miss Berrera. She's a content media photographer. Not only that, if you've seen our cover magazines, 90+% of that is done photographed by her. And she's worked with founders like creators like Ugg Boots. You guys know Ugg Boots.
Brian Smith.
You read my mind. And of course, you've also photo shoot Make-A-Wish Foundation founder, creator of it is Frank Shankwitz. Yep. So, and also, oh my gosh, you have a good.
It's a lot of people. A lot of people. Even like important people.
Les Brown's son. I mean, no.
Yes.
Yeah. Junior.
Yes. The junior.
I was like, did I get the right name? Yeah, Les Brown.
It's been that long.
It's been fantastic, and we love your work. We love your work. And I love working with you because I think this creative.
We're in sync.
Yeah. And the fact that I can just tell you, okay, this is what I see, and you're like, yeah, I got you. So it's always a pleasure. It's always fun to be working with Miss Berrera. So without further ado, let's give you the floor and tell us a little bit about you, your background, family, things like that, upbringing, just, something that you like to share.
Well, basically, this all started being a mom. My first push present, as a lot of moms know, is a camera from my husband. So we had our first child 9 years ago. And from there, he gave me the camera. I practiced not only for fun, and then I just fell in love with it. And then we decided to take the leap of faith. And I quit my job before. I'm going on how many years now? Like 6-7 years now, out of the corporate world. And I was working so many hours, and baby didn't know who I was. And then I just picked up the camera, started practicing even more. It led to a big passion. Then he followed me, and then we decided, you know what, just do it together. And here we are now. Been in business practically almost like 5-6 years now, and pivoted a lot of times. Then COVID actually helped out with now we're focusing on branding. So we're doing branding, not only photography, but we do videography, where we got equipment for audio, so podcasting to just live streaming, stuff like that. So it's been a big pivot, but we're having so much fun. So that being said, 3 more babies later, I am a mom of 4. And we're still doing this together. And I'm just having so much fun doing it. And I get to watch my kids grow. And we're doing everything as a family.
I love it, because now that you've talked about that, the time frame, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've known Anne for like almost 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I still remember the garage meeting.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Time flies. Time
really flew. Yeah.
Time flies. But
I do see the babies.
But I want for you to talk a little bit of how badass you are, because you also, I don't think people know this, but man, you and Andrew were like marathoners. Please share.
Oh gosh, we back then we were really we ran a lot. We had a wall full of medals. We were like medal horse. Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
But we did it just to be healthy. I mean, we're thinking it really lit up to me one day seeing a mom chasing her child across the street. And I said to myself, I did not want to be that mom. I got to be fit. So we're like, okay, let's start running. So we did running before. We did a lot of biking as well. We were into pool, to what else? Golfing, to bowling in leagues and stuff like that. So we did a lot of things back then, and all led to just living the lifestyle just to enjoy each other. Like, people will think our marriage will crumble because we're always together, but we actually love working together. And if you've seen it, Jen, we work together we're just really in sync, and we just enjoy it so much. But if you want to say badass, we experienced a lot of things, and just seeing how it is now is just like, wow, here I am. Now I'm talking to you about everything and thinking back, and it's just amazing how everything just came about.
Right. And if there is a memory flashback from like a summary of like 5 years ago to today, it's been an epic journey.
Oh
It
gosh, I
really
mean,
has.
especially being OG of Stagela. I mean, I've known you guys for how long, and you guys
Yeah.
seen us grow.
Yeah.
And it's just living the life where our mindset just like it just expanded, and
Right.
being open to anything. It's like, wow, I cannot believe we've gone this much. I mean, it's still not perfect, you're not where you want to be, but just doing it together, not giving up, having the support, man, what else can you ask for?
Oh no, that's like total blessing. And it's
Yeah,
everybody's dream, you know, to be able to have a family business and you're living that. So that's great.
yeah.
I know you mentioned a little bit how you got started, but let's go dive in a little bit deeper into the details about that. What inspired you to get started as an entrepreneur photographer?
Oh man, so we had the passion. I had the passion really to. I always saw like we had people take pictures of our babies before, and like I don't like that. So I practiced, and I just fell in love with it even more. And then, family and friends saw what's going on, and were like, "Hey, can you take our photos?" And I realized this could be a lucrative business. I should just charge them. So, but really, it led to just finding a mentor and someone to help out. Like, hey, you go out networking, you go do this marketing. I'm like, I have no clue what to do, but eventually, we just had to like, you know what? I value myself like highly. I mean, I have kids to feed. I have to like, keep up with like supporting the family. So it led to me getting more involved with the business, because Andrew's like one day said, "You should be the face." I'm like, I don't know, or I should be the principal photographer. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, but really it pushed me more to, because I'm more the people person. So it was actually like a blessing that I had those criterias, and Andrew's more as like of the technical side.
Right.
So putting us together, just like what, we just dove right in and just really literally Googled how to run a business. Just did it. Google and YouTube.
Oh my God. Because I know Google came out when we were in high school. Let's not date it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
We're in high school, but we didn't think like Google would be the center of information and
Oh
everything that
gosh,
you want
yeah.
to know. It's crazy. It really is crazy.
Yeah.
Um, so because this is a mompreneur edition, I love it.
Yeah.
What does mompreneur mean for you?
Not only is it just a mom, obviously, and an entrepreneur, it's just like it is a woman who is a mom who supports her family by doing what she loves to do, solely being an entrepreneur. It's not having a job and a business, whatever. It's solely having their own business, having the mindset of an entrepreneur. And an entrepreneur is more like a person who is like that 1% who believes like everything is solely on the business and everything is growing from the business. And so whatever we learn and everything that we gain is for the family. And so it's just a multitasked woman, basically, who takes care of the family and the business.
Oh my gosh. I just think of the song Superwoman, the really old song too. I'm not your superwoman. Okay, it's
Oh
just in my
gosh.
dreams.
Yes. Don't date it.
Don't do that either.
No, but really, that's how it's viewed now. I mean, if you want to see a superwoman, it is a mompreneur.
Yeah, but
Even like, it's just running like keeping sane, doing those two big tasks.
But I like how you use the word love, because of course a mom loves her family, but also loving what she does to make a living.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
so. That's kind of, and understood like what does mompreneur, like really loving what you do and loving your family, what you have. So there's really that love thing
Yes.
in all
Love and
aspects,
passion.
right? There we
Yep.
go. I love
Yep.
it.
Love and passion.
Well, as we all know, entrepreneurship journey is a roller coaster, which is a little bit more different as a mompreneur roller coaster, right?
Yes.
it's a little bit different, and that's why I give so much props in, like, you know, like if I can do my for moms out there, because I'm not a mom. So I can just imagine, but just cannot really fully experience what you guys are experiencing as a mompreneur. So the question is, what was definitely one of the biggest challenge of being a mompreneur, and what you learned from that experience or that event?
Well, basically, started being a mompreneur from scratch and not having the right resources, the right people to hang out with. It really just, it was a struggle in itself. And solely having the income from being an entrepreneur really is the one that's running the family. And we've gone from rock bottom, like selling things just to make ends meet, to keep our car, to keep feeding the kids ourselves. And but really, it's like all that struggle led to finding the right people. And then in itself, like, you're still, our industry is very highly competitive. And nowadays with everything's going on is even more.
Right.
But it's like, you have to have that right mentality and right like mindset, and the right people actually to find out how to do things or where to go. So the biggest, like, I would say the biggest struggles we've gone through is just managing, okay, the business side, and then at the same time changing diapers, taking care. I have so many hats on. I mean, I'm like the nurse, the cook, the businesswoman, like everything all in one umbrella. And when they say that entrepreneurs don't care how many hours they work for themselves versus for someone else, like, it's totally true. I mean, I could be up, like, when people are going from a 9 to 5 job, I am from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Right.
working and taking care. And like right now, it's like 4 kids, like, okay, go to sleep, but they will go to sleep, and I'm still trying to work. And just finding the time, like the time management. Whew, talk about that one. It's so hard, but that's a struggle in itself.
Right.
But just keeping the business alive and keeping the marriage alive. I mean, oh my goodness, I cannot believe, like, we're actually stronger more than ever. Not only as a married couple, but as a family. I mean, the kids are following our footsteps. Like, I want to take pictures. I want to do this, and they have their own accountability, and they're like, they want to. When I grow up, I want to have my own business. Like, we're gonna be together. We're gonna have our own business. Like, whoa, where is this coming from? And just also being involved with their school is like, that's a struggle itself. So it's like just really bottling everything in and actually ask the help that you need. Really, I was always a person who bottled everything in,
Right.
but now it's like, I need help me. So it's really we've gone through a lot of struggle. And
I love it.
I mean, if you're a mom and you don't go for the struggle, you're not really a mom. You will have to, like, just really find your ground. And yeah.
Oh, I appreciate the vulnerability and really sharing. Like you mentioned, like, you know, like really struggling to even like offer up things that just needs to, because it just needs to be, you just need to take care of the family. So I think that's good for anyone listening right now or reading, that your low point is not the end point.
Oh gosh, no, it's
You know
not.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
so whoever's watching, listening, know that it really is part of the journey, but you just don't stop. And that's what was the goal. Like, okay, we're in this roller coaster, we're at that bottom of that dip, but we just got to get that up, go up, that up force. So thank you for sharing that, because I think there's good number of people that if once they feel the struggle and they feel the bottom,
They give
I
up.
think they feel like the give up and the hopelessness, right?
Oh yeah.
So thank you for being an evidence proof that yes, you can hit the bottom, but that's not the end point, because it the only way to go is up. So
That is true.
And we've seen the process. So earlier we talked about, like, you know, mompreneurs loving what you do and the family, like and the passion. But why do you think that it's important for mommies out there to follow their dreams?
Oh gosh. when you become a mom, you don't think about only yourself anymore. It's really like you think about others more than yourself. Like I'm a living proof where like I can just go out there, no makeup, hair in a bun. I could be like not looking good, not feeling good. I mean, I've gained so much weight out of it. I feel unattractive. I really did not take care of myself. So I took care of the family first. So when I figured out, like, you know what I think it was really a big blessing that Andrew said, hey, you're the principal photographer. You're the one who's going to be the face. I'm like, oh, crap. This is supposed to be my dream too. So having your dream, having something that you're hoping for really gets you the mindset of you can do it. You're like first off, if you're a mompreneur, you can do anything, really. You can manage yourself, you can manage a family, you can manage a business. You got it all. So it's basically just really finding your why, really finding your why, what's bigger than yourself, and that will lead you to the dream. No matter what it is, I mean, my dream for being a creative, people look at you, frown upon you like, ew, go get a better job, whatever. I mean, I hear that every single day. To this day, you still hear it, especially with COVID. Everyone's like, go get a real job. But like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. So basically, finding your dream, going with it, like, you're capable of anything. You can really find, like, I found what I'm capable of, like, in an instant. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can do that. So it's really a journey that you just have to be prepared for.
I love when you're saying that if just mommies, women, single moms followed your dreams, you're saying that it's the part that one, it pushes you forward.
Yes.
You know, there's a sense of not giving up. But what's cool, what you added is like you get to expand and know more of yourself through the process of following your dream. So I thought that was like pretty all right, yeah, because like you said, like, you've learned so much of more of you through the process because you know you're following that path of your dream. So it's almost like there's always that icing on the cake in that journey.
Oh,
yeah,
and that cherry,
that cherry. I love it. Because you know that you're aware that we are rebranding. You know, we were Life by Design Entrepreneur Lifestyle Magazine. Now we're focusing, because now we're global, international. So we're not just focused in San Diego. So now we're about Peak Performance Magazine. So with that being said, what does peak performance mean to you?
I was thinking about this question after Casey asked me. So can you define more of like peak performance?
Okay. Peak performance, for I'm saying, it's like, you know, that you're doing the best of your level, right? That's peak performance. So for me, that's like you're functioning, you're working at your most optimal level of performance. That's peak performance, but it's a different for everyone, you know. So what does that mean for you?
Oh gosh. Okay. Now that you've been that, it's perhaps I feel like I'm already at my peak. The fact that 4 kids, entrepreneur, like, I'm still alive. I'm making money. I feel like that's what's important about where a mompreneur is at is, man, every day is your peak. You're awake, and you think not only of yourself, but you're taking care of a tribe. You're taking care of yourself, your husband, your kids, and you're going through the whole entire day not knowing how it's going to be. And really, peak performance is really getting you to the next day. Really, I think I just had a revelation right now. Yeah. But really, like, yeah, I would say right now, in the midst of what's going on in the world, it really, peak performance right now is where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm tackling everything all at once. I'm still smiling. I'm still out there working and hustling, and I'm still able to just say, hey, I am still a mom. I'm still an entrepreneur. I'm still alive. I'm still like walking and breathing. So I think that's a good example of my peak performance right now.
I love it. I love what hit me is like what you're saying is that what you can explain peak performance is your best each day, but it's also preparing you for the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like,
yeah.
okay.
I just had a revelation.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I got it, because like really it's because you don't know how it is tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know how it is the next week or so. So it's like, wow, like if you can get through the whole entire day, you're still breathing and you're still like alive, like, oh snap, I just lived another day. So I guess that's that's a good example right there.
It's like kicking ass each day, peak performance.
Yeah. If you're a mompreneur and you're doing what I'm doing right now, man, you are kicking butt every day. I mean, for me, right, for example, me handling 4 different personalities, going to virtual school and trying to get this business going and still in the midst of going on, that's really a challenge in itself. So I think I'm already figuring it out.
I love it. I know there's so many advices, there's so many things we learn along the way, what not to do, what to do, what can we do better, what we've learned from our mistakes. But what would be that one advice you would give to a mompreneur that's struggling right now in their business and family?
Give up. Really don't give up. That's like the number one thing. No matter how hard it is being a mom, how hard it is being a businesswoman, giving up is not a choice. It's really like failure, like embrace failure. The failure is the fuel to get you going, get your butt lit and just keep going. So I would say don't give up, no whatsoever, just kick ass every day.
I love it. I love that one. Of course, the advice is never give up. I love how you added that failure is a fuel.
Oh gosh, it is.
So, because if you think of it as failure as a fuel, as you drive your car, you got to put some gas. So that means you got to go through some failures to get going. So I love that.
Those are lessons. Those are big lessons. It's like the iceberg effect. Everyone sees everything really good, but down below, you have to go through that.
I love it.
Whatsoever.
Thank you for that. I'll be like, I'm going to quote you that. That's quotable. Quotable and Berrera. now, talking about quote, this is probably one of my favorite questions in this interviews. What quote or life saying do you go by?
I've changed this so many times, and right now I'm thinking. Right now, it's like what comes to my mind is the biggest thing that I think will really get me through the day is "You are a badass." I think it's like the best affirmation and best quote I could really live up, because like I think after this interview, the questions, I'm like, I am badass.
Yes, you are.
And a lot of women don't want to admit to that. But really, like if you're going through what we're all going through, it's you are dealing with everything and it's on your shoulder. And if you can come through it, you are a badass.
I love it. I love it. So because we want to support you, of course, and also we want to be excited with you. Any current projects you're working on, and how can people connect with you?
Well, I'm kind of lacking in social media, but and website. But we are A6 Imagery. This is our husband and wife business. So we are pivoting towards content creating, and with that being said, it's photos, videos, any audio, live streaming. In this day and age right now, we're digital. That's it. The magazine's digital, everything's digital, and everyone needs their brand to be out there. And we have this right now, the biggest project we're doing right now is monthly subscriptions.
Nice.
And we actually provide content for social media, advertising, marketing, giving you enough content to last you the next 30 days or so. And I think it's been so much fun. Even though we can take photos and video outside still, so it's like, okay, we can still do it. I love it. So but yeah, knowing how it is as an entrepreneur, content is everything. Your image is everything. That's your business card. So that's what we're here for.
I love it. And then of course, for sure I'm going to get more information so we can add this in the details. What's the website again, just for the video and viewer?
So it's www.asiximageimagery. So ASIXIMAGERY.com. Still under construction, but you can find the same handle on Facebook and Instagram.
I love it. I love it. So Miss Badass Ann, any last word for our listeners and readers?
I just want to thank to all who have supported us throughout this journey. I mean, 5-6 years of just networking, finding amazing people, Stijila especially, and the magazine. I mean, we've gone through a lot in this magazine. Basically, like, it's just been a blessing. I mean, we've gone through a lot of struggles. We're still digging ourselves out, but it's been quite a journey. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported us, especially during these unprecedented times. So yeah, and this opportunity to actually share my story is like amazing.
I love this. This is what we do. I love everything that we do. I love the magazine. It really has inspired, touched a lot of people. Some have shared, and I know some has not. Sometimes that's what we do. We just want to just give and take it away and go with it. So, but the magazine, thank you as well, Ms. Ann.
Yes, of course.
You make our covers beautiful.
I make anything look beautiful.
So thank you so much. Well, anyways, thank you for your time. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for helping entrepreneurs out there to be more visible out there digitally. Thank you for taking care of your youngins and being a badass. Yes. I just want to say thank you. And for anyone listening, reading, you know how to get a hold of us, www.lbdmagazine.com. And there's going to be more of these. So I'm kind of excited that we get to really interact with more of entrepreneurs in different backgrounds, different industries. Yeah. But this is exciting. I love this. So anyways, thank you, everyone. We'll see you to our next video, next episode, next podcast.
Next thing.
And take care, everyone, and have a fantastic rest of the day. Bye. Okay, I'm doing something different. Let's do this guy. Hey. Okay, bye.